Bitcoin trading volume on Binance crosses 9 billion. We're going to check out this article by BSC News. We're also going to check out a tweet on the official Binance page and do some price predictions that I think is very important at the end of the video. Welcome back. Moneybags Rico here, bringing you financial awareness to a crypto space that is changing on the hour, every hour. With that being said, out the way, let's go ahead and jump right in. We got on Friday, the Bitcoin trading volume on Binance surged past 9 billion amid market stagnation. Okay. And, I always say volume is king, and I'm sure we're wondering why it didn't pump up. And we're going to get into that in a second. We got the trading volume on BTC. Bitcoin spiked above 9 billion USD on Friday, July 8th, the largest level since this year. Counter to general crypto market stagnation, the cause above the phenomenon was quickly linked to Binance's recent removal of transaction fees for 13 trading pairs between Bitcoin, fiat, and stablecoins. This was a change adopted by Binance to celebrate the 5th birthday of Binance on July. So that's huge right there. And I've been rocking with Binance since back then, and I will continue to rock with them. However, instead of stimulating an actual trading demand, the removal of the transaction fees was taken advantage of by many Binance users to improve their personal achievements, namely to rise their VIP level on the exchange through block accumulation of the volume of transactions by the act of self-trading, watch trading, okay? So we're going to go over this tweet real quick. I think it's important that we check it out. Some of the market sentiment, what people have to say. This person's not happy that they removed the fees. I think it's, just a development that came later on. We have whales are buying $140,000 Bitcoin each month directly from exchanges, Glassnode. And I bought BTC back in the day from ATMs and whatnot like that. And I will say people will pay a premium on BTC. I mean, a decent premium, some just to stay anonymous, some just because they have no other option on how to get Bitcoin. Now, getting to these price predictions, we called it, but it did not hold that support. And where do we call it? Let's go ahead and mark that up. Let's get our arrows out. Right here, we have, this support that we identified before. And eventually we lost this one when we broke down to that 17,000. We'll go ahead and mark that up really quick. We'll mark it at the body of the candle. And moving along to the side, we see this, this trend that we have, but we had that on the 4-hour chart. I warned everybody to be careful before we got to this 200 moving average, because it's a pattern that we've been seeing several times before, where they called it the biblical pattern, the Adam and Eve. So I'm definitely not going to forget it. It's basically motion down, up, and a long swooping motion, okay? So a cup and handle design. And another reason why I told everybody to be careful around this area, not just because of the patterns continuously repeating themselves, as we can see, in the past, right here, when we hit that 200 moving average, as well as the 99 moving average. And it looked very similar to this, where we were making a healthy support, yada, yada. It was looking good. But there are always clues that will give it away, and that's the indicator. So I need you guys to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so you guys do not miss out, because what would have gave it away to me was being overbought already. And we come over here to this area where we were identifying before. That's what helped me say that most likely we were going to be moving to the downside, because we could see that we were already overbought. Granted, I called it at 20,700 and some, or 799. If we look, we did try to hold support right here on this first candle. This one right here did try to hold exactly on that mark, but the dots, the SAR, never flipped to the other side, and we were still a little bit not enough into the oversold area. We want to get into this oversold area. This is how the chart is communicating with us. The next lower level that we could see, we could be bouncing off of this EMA right here, the 99 moving average. It's right here. So this could be this little channel that we could be bouncing off. We'll keep an eye on it as we're moving along right here. This little channel. Hopefully we can hold right here. This would be really nice, because I don't want to see us going any more down to the downside. I think we can hold here for the fact that we're oversold. But let's go ahead and layer the chart and make sure that's something that we see when we're working our way down the chart, right? Let's go from the 4-hour chart. Let's go down to the 2-hour chart and see how Bitcoin's reacting. So we see where, like, again, I called this area. We did not hold that support. So we see that we did call it right. But, what would help us know that we were not still ready to turn around was that the MFI was not oversold all the way. The MACD has still not crossed over. And of course, the SAR, the dots, did not flip around to the next side. This green candle faked a lot of people out. You know, we have the MFI oversold. We have the MACD starting to, even the blue line was a little bit away from the red one. That kind of is a tall tale sign that we're not going to have that cross yet. But nevertheless, the MFI was oversold. But we didn't have the SAR, and that's important to have all these things lined up to have a better risk management when all these when everything's lined up. So we have a fake out right here with this candle, right? But yeah, if we look, we were not overbought or oversold yet when this dot flipped. But we are starting to hold support. Like I said, we did crash into that line. We were at that 20,799. I warned everybody. I hope that you guys were, you know, behaving when it comes to taking long trades. When we were moving towards that 200 moving average. Those who took a short trade, who shorted Bitcoin, they made money right there because we were coming up to where this chart was overbought and going to crash into that 200 moving average, the same pattern as that biblical pattern called the Adam and Eve. So I highly suggest you guys look it up, considering that it's already popped up 3 times with Bitcoin. So most likely it could pop up again. So let's go ahead and layer the chart one more time. I'm starting to like what I'm seeing. So it is, basically we can say that we are finding a support on that 20,293. So this is going to be our new level of support. We'll start to march to the right, consolidate, and find this base. Let's move this arrow a little bit closer now that we can see it. So right there is that 20,293. And we're going to go ahead and layer this all the way down to the 15-minute chart at the very least, just to see how the price action is moving. And we can see that we're holding within this channel. So this is a channel that we'll be paying attention to again. And on the 15-minute chart, we see the 99 moving average. We see the 200 moving average. What we're going to want to do is break through these again. The minute we can break through these again, we'll be looking pretty good. Now, going back to the 4-hour chart, which I think is important, one of the things that I want us to keep in mind is now that we found this little channel that we're holding in right here, this 20,300 give or take, this could be a nice area to be looking. I would still want to see the blue line cross over and obviously the SAR dots to flip to the downside to let me know that the trend has become bullish, especially on the 4-hour chart. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later.